Hello friends, and welcome to Adventures in Pixieland. My name's Amy. I'm an ordained minister. And we are in Bible study. We are in the NIV. We are in the book of Numbers in chapter 30, and we're going to do all of chapter 30, so let's jump in. Moses said to the heads of the tribes of Israel, "This is what the Lord commands. When a man makes a vow to the Lord or takes up an oath to obligate himself by a pledge, he must not break his word, but must do everything he said." So now this has been a subject matter earlier in the day, so I kind of find this amusing. This is what I'm reading right now. So if you were not a Levite and you wanted to make a vow and you wanted to consecrate, like you were making a sworn pledge to the Lord to accomplish some task, that's a Nazirite vow. It's highly recommended if you were going to make a Nazirite vow, a vow to the Lord to accomplish something. You make it something that you and you alone can accomplish. Because if you can't, he must not break his vow, but must do everything he says. Remember, in one of these things, there's no alcohol, no dead bodies, so no funerals for anybody that you know possibly love. And you can't cut your hair until you finish the vow. So let's just... Now, that only is so true. That's for the Nazarite stuff. That's not necessarily, true for every Levite or anything. Or for any Christian at all. But we're in the Old Testament, and this is Mosaic law. We're still in the Torah right at this moment. There's one more book after this that is part of the Torah. And then after that, we complete the Torah. So, when a young woman, verse 3, when a young woman still living in her father's house makes a vow to the Lord or obligates herself by a pledge, and her father hears about her vow or pledge, but says nothing to her, then all her vows and every pledge by which she obligated herself will stand. Okay? But if her father forbids her when he hears about it, none of her vows or pledges by which she obligated herself will stand. The Lord will release her because her father has forbidden her. So, it's pretty clear. If she marries after she makes a vow, or after her lips utter a rash promise by which she obligates herself, and her husband hears about it but says nothing to her, then her vows or pledges by which she is obligated herself will stand. So similar arrangement. But if her husband forbids her when he hears about it, he nullifies the vow that obligates her or the rash promise by which she obligates herself, and the Lord will release her. I know, for a lot of people, that's very irritating, okay? I'm also going to remind you this is set in a very particular time period in history, and these women would have been generally kept in very secure locations, not wise to the world, because wandering about in the world by yourself could easily get you kidnapped and shoved into sex trafficking. There are still places in the world that exist there now, and people who don't live there know it's not a good idea to go there or to go there by yourself. In this case, this was everywhere, so you needed that protection. They would have been easy to manipulate. And this is to keep her from, being not just to what any man might tell her she has to be obligated to do, but in addition, because, that might be looking to trick her, but in addition to that, as far as God is concerned, any deity might be trying to trick her, because they were meant to stay innocent. So, that requires protection if you're meant to stay innocent. Innocence always requires protection. That's, we acknowledge that now. That's why we have, first responders and police officers and people in the military, all the various types of first responders. Any vow or obligation taken by a widow or divorced woman will be binding on her, because she doesn't have anybody to say no. So her word is her bond. just like, it would be for the men. If a woman living with her husband makes a vow or obligates herself by pledge under oath, and her husband hears about it but says nothing and does not forbid her, then all her vows and pledges by which she obligated herself will stand. But if her husband nullifies them when he hears about them, then none of the vows or pledges will stand that came from her lips will stand. Her husband has nullified him, the Lord releases her. Her husband may confirm or nullify any vow she makes or any sworn pledge to deny herself. But if her husband says nothing about her from day to day, then he confirms all her vows or pledges or binding on her. So he has to. The husband needs to do this immediately, or it doesn't count. He can't come back later and say he forbade her. He has to confirm it immediately. And I'm imagining to the person she made the vow to. He confirms them by saying nothing to her when he hears about them. If, however, he nullifies them sometime after he hears about them, then he is responsible for her guilt. Because then he took that on to himself. If he saw that it was going to be a problem, he should have, cut it off immediately. So it's either like, let it stand, or handle it immediately, or pay the consequences for her. These are the regulations the Lord gave to Moses concerning relationships between a man and his wife, and between a father and his young daughter still living in his house. Because remember, they expected them to get married at a much younger age. People died earlier, so everybody got married earlier. And you're going to find that globally in every society. Quite frankly, especially during this time frame. We're talking PC era here, okay? Perspective. It's always important. Until the next video, friends. Hello, friends. Welcome to Adventures in Pixieland. My name's Amy, and I'm an ordained minister. We're in Bible study. We are in the NIV. In this video, we're in the book of Numbers. We're in chapter 31. It's a longer one, but we're going to do the whole thing. So let's jump in. Vengeance on the Midianites. The Lord said to Moses, "Take vengeance on the Midianites for the Israelites. After that, you will be gathered to your people." Which, he's going to pass away. So Moses said to the people, "Arm some of your men and go to war against the Midianites and carry out the Lord's vengeance on them. Send into battle 1,000 men from each of the tribes of Israel." So 12,000 armed men for battle, and 1,000 from each tribe were supplied from the clans of Israel. Moses sent them into battle, 1,000 from each tribe, along with Phinehas, son of Eleazar, the priest. Okay? Who took with him articles from the sanctuary and trumpets for signaling. So when they say trumpets, to me, of course, a trumpet is a brass instrument because in modern day. But for them, trumpets, often the ram's horn. Often a ram's horn. So I'm wondering which one it was. I suspect it was probably the ram's horn. Those are very hard to play. They fought against Midian as the Lord commanded Moses, and killed every man. Among their victims were Evi, E-V-I, Rekem, R-E-K-E-M, Zur, Z-U-R, Hur, H-U-R, and Reba, R-E-B-A, the 5 kings of Midian. So all of those were gentlemen. Okay. They also killed Balaam, son of Beor, with the sword. The Israelites captured the Midianite women and children and took all the Midianite herds, flocks, and goods as plunder. They burned all the towns where the Midianites had settled, as well as their camps. They took all the plunder and spoils, including the people and animals, and brought the captive spoils and plunders to Moses and Eleazar the priest, and the Israelites assembled at their camp on the plains of Moab by the Jordan across from the Jericho. Jordan of Jericho, possibly an ancient term for the Jordan River, which has two giant fault lines on either side. So every time they describe something that sounds like an earthquake, it's not that it sounds like an earthquake, it's an earthquake. Two giant fault lines. And mountains of salt with pockets of natural gas underneath. On fault lines. So yeah, giant bursts of flame at random that shock up and don't just burn out, no matter what the fuel is underneath them, because the fuel is the natural gas from the pockets down beneath, which could be sparked by sandals, depending upon the material of the sandal. Moses, Eleazar the priest, and all the leaders of the community went to meet outside the camp. Moses was angry with the officers of the army, the commanders of thousands and commanders of hundreds who returned from battle. "Have you allowed all the women to live?" he asked. They were the ones who followed Balaam's advice and were a means of turning the Israelites away from the Lord in what happened at Peor, so that the plague struck the Lord's people. "Now kill all of the boys and kill every woman who has slept with a man, but save for yourselves every girl who has never slept with a man. All of you who have killed anyone or touched anyone who was killed must stay outside the camp for 7 days. On the 3rd and 7th day, you must purify yourself and your captives. Purify every garment as well as everything made of leather, goat hair, or wood." Then Eleazar the priest said to the soldiers who had gone into battle, "This is the requirement of the law that the Lord gave to Moses. Gold, silver, bronze, iron, tin, lead, and everything else that can withstand fire must be put through the fire, and then it will be clean. But it must also be purified with the water of cleansing, and whatever cannot withstand fire must be put through that water. On the 7th day, wash your clothes, and you will be clean. Then you may come into camp." So, intimacy, sex, all right, is a soul-to-soul contract, not just a body-to-body contract. If they have never slept with anybody, their souls are pure, their bodies are pure. And then, of course, there's all the, inappropriate male thoughts that go with that as well. But they could be then re-sanctified, raised into, worship the living God, and not whatever demons they were, at least assuming they were worshiping. Dividing the spoils. The Lord said to Moses, "You and Eleazar the priest and the family heads of the community are all to count all the people and animals that were captured." I word it like that because I have no idea who they were worshiping, and I don't care really to know. I'm not really going to go, I'm not really going to go dig into that. So, divide the spoils between the soldiers who took part in the battle and the rest of the community. From the soldiers who fought in the battle, set apart as a tribute for the Lord, 1 out of every 500, whether persons, cattle, sheep, or goats. Take this tribute from their half share and give it to Eleazar the priest as the Lord's part. From the Israelites' half, select 1 out of every 50, whether person, cattle, donkey, sheep, goats, or other animals. Give them to the Levites, who are responsible for the care of the Lord's tabernacle. So that specifically would be like Moses' descendants. So Moses and Eleazar the priest did as the Lord commanded Moses. The plunder remaining from the spoils that the soldiers took was 675,000. Right, 675,000 sheep, 72,000 cattle, 61,000 donkeys, and 32,000 women who had never slept with a man. The half share of those who fought in the battle was 337,500. There I got it. 337,500 sheep, of which the tribute for the Lord was 675. 36,000 cattle, of which the tribute to the Lord was 72. 30,500 donkeys, which tribute to the Lord was 61. 16,000 people, of which the tribute to the Lord was 32. Moses gave the tribute to Eleazar the priest as the Lord's part, as the Lord commanded Moses. The half belongings to the Israelites, which Moses set apart from that of the fighting men, the community half, was the 337,500 sheep, 36,000 cattle, the 30,500 donkeys, and the 16,000 people. From the Israelites half, Moses selected one out of every 50 persons and animals, as the Lord commanded, and gave them to the Levites, who were responsible for the care of the Lord's tabernacle. Then the officers, who were given over the units of the army, the commanders of thousands and the commanders of hundreds, went to Moses and said to him, your servants have counted the soldiers under command, and not one is missing. So we have brought as an offering to the Lord the gold articles each of us acquired: armlets, bracelets, signet rings, earrings, necklaces, to make atonement for ourselves before the Lord. Moses and Eleazar the priest accepted from them the gold, all the crafted articles, all the gold from the commanders of the thousands and the commanders of the hundreds. Then Moses and Eleazar presented as a gift to the Lord weighed 16,750 shekels, or that is about 420 pounds, or 190 kilograms. Each soldier had taken plunder for himself. Moses and Eleazar the priest accepted the gold from the commanders of the thousands and the commanders of the hundreds, and brought it into the tent of meeting as a memorial for the Israelites before the Lord. So yeah, it's very curious. But with the anything with, like, I thought that at one point the Midianites were like Moses's wives were Midianites. So when exactly? But maybe that's because they worship the living God like he does, and these ones don't, because remember, they did lead people astray, and that was about worshiping their gods and engaging, and of course, in temple prostitution to their gods. So, and that's like, temple prostitution is a strict no. He doesn't, that's none of that going on there. Yes, be fruitful and multiply with your wife. Just in this time frame, they allow you to have more than one. But there are rules in there. Basically, some of their rules are is if you engage in intercourse with her, be prepared to support her for the rest of your existence. You can't just, even if they were a slave girl, you can't just toss them away. At no point. You do that, you are now responsible. They have to come into your care in a state of purity and leave in a state of purity if you don't want to pay for them for the rest of your life. Because marriage is meant, right? So, until the next video, friends. Hello, friends, and welcome to Adventures in Pixieland. We are in Bible Study Video 2. We are in the Niv. Still, and we'll be through next year. We are in the book of Luke. We are in chapter 3, and we are doing verses 21 through 37, which is about to do one of those begets thing. Okay? Now, this is important because this is the baptism and genealogy of Jesus. Now, I understand that when most people are reading the Bible, they don't care about the begets. But in fulfillment of the scriptures requires the begets. Because if Jesus was from any other tribe, then he wasn't the Messiah, because they called out what tribe. You couldn't do a bait and switch here. Okay? So it mattered to them. In this culture, who you were descended from decided what you were allowed to do or not do. So it was very important. The baptism and genealogy of Jesus. Luke 3, verse 21. When all the people were baptized, Jesus was baptized too. And as he was praying, heaven was opened, and the Holy Spirit descended on him in bodily form like a dove, and a voice came from heaven, "You are my Son, whom I love. With you I am well pleased." Now Jesus himself was about 30 years old when he began his ministry. He was the son, or so it was thought, of Joseph. Joseph, the son of Heli, was the son of Mathat, the son of Levi, the son of Melchi, the son of Janiah, the son of Joseph, the son of Matthias, the son of Amos, the son of Nahum, the son of Elsiah, the son of Nagiah, the son of Matthias, the son of Matthias, the son of Seaman, the son of Joseka, the son of Joda, the son of Joanna, the son of Resha, the son of Zerubbabel, the son of Shealtiel, the son of Neri, the son of Melchi, the son of Adai, the son of Kozum, the son of Elmadam, the son of the son of Joshua, the son of Eleazar, the son of Joram, the son of Mahat, the son of Levi, the son of Simon, the son of Judah, the son of Joseph, the son of Jonah, the son of Elkiam, the son of Mali, the son of Menna, the son of Mathatha, so it's like a repeating name, the son of Nathan, the son of David, the son of Jesse, the son of Obed, the son of Boaz, the son of Solomon, the son of Nashon, the son of Aminabad, the son of Ram, the son of Hezron, the son of Perez, the son of Judah, the son of Jacob, the son of Isaac, the son of Abraham, the son of Terah, the son of Nahor, the son of Shrug, the son of Ru, the son of Peleg, the son of Eber, the son of Shelah, the son of Canaan, the son of Arpadext, the son of Shem, the son of Noah, the son of Lamech, the son of Methuselah, the son of Enoch, or Enoch, the son of Canaan, the son of Enosh, the son of Seth, the son of Adam, the son of God. Because Adam is the son of God, the first man-made flesh, the first son of God. Now, most Jewish people can get themselves all the way back to Adam. So it's just a matter of what tribe. At some point, they pick up here in one of these main tribes, and they walk themselves, right back. Especially when you start at a certain point. Just depends on where they are in here. Like every one of the priests, instead of the son of Judah, it'd be the son of Levi, the son of Jacob, and then back to the first man. And in some of these things, these are very important ones to take a look at, because some of these names are very important, and you'll find a crossing going on. If you're not exactly sure what that means, then I suggest you spend a little bit more time in the Old Testament of the Bible. Until the next video, friends. Hello, friends, and welcome to Adventures in Pixieland. My name's Amy. I'm an ordained minister, and we're in Bible study. We are in Psalms. We're in the Niv. So let me tell you what book we're in first. We're in the Niv, and then we're in Psalms book 2, and we're in Psalm 63. Swapping things around today. A Psalm of David when he was in the desert of Judah. So he would have been like fleeing, I imagine, from Saul. Oh God! You're my God. Earnestly I seek you. My soul thirsts for you. My body longs for you in a dry and weary land where there is no water. I have seen you in the sanctuary and beheld your power and all your glory. Because your love is better than life, my lips will glorify you. I will praise you as long as I live, and in your name I will lift up my hands. My soul will be satisfied with the richest of foods. With singing lips my mouth will praise you. On my bed I will remember you. I think of you through the watches of the night, because you are my help. I sing in the shadow of your wings. My soul clings to you. Your right hand upholds me. They who seek my life will be destroyed. They will go down to the depths of the earth. They will be given over to the sword and become food for the jackals. But the king will rejoice in God. All who swear by God's name will praise him, while the mouth of liars will be silenced. David was deep in his feels, right? Having a moment.